What it do, YouTube? Happy New Year. It feels good to be able to keep on talking in January. The Miami Dolphins are alive and in the playoffs. Wild card game against the Pittsburgh Steelers this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm actually kind of irritated. Because critics are saying that the Miami Dolphins are the worst team in the playoffs. But when I sit back and look at it, the Houston Texans don't even have a quarterback, and the Oakland Raiders don't even have a quarterback. It's tragic that the Oakland Raiders don't have a quarterback because I really like Derek Carr. But it's like I'm looking at it like, how are we the worst team? We could beat the Texans, no problem. We should be able to beat the Raiders without Derek Carr, no problem. So I don't understand why we ended up being the worst team in the playoffs. But anyway, the Pittsburgh Steelers defensively, they have shown improvement over the past couple of weeks that I have seen. Considered how when we played them in started our streak was week 9. No. Week 7. Played them in week 7. They started our streak. Jay Ajayi ran all over them. Tannehill had a decent game. I would just think to expect a totally different team when it comes down to the Pittsburgh Steelers defensively. Obviously, I highly suggest that we continue on riding the high horse with Jay Ajayi. The team ain't going to go without Jay Ajayi going. So keep on pounding the rock with Jay Ajayi. We're going to force them to play like the way they was playing early on in the season. And also, obviously, have the Pittsburgh Steelers mix up their coverages for us to be able to beat them over the top with Kenny Stills. That seems to be a success for the Miami Dolphins this year. Us being able to beat the secondary over the top with Kenny Stills with some great zone beating routes. I think Kenny Stills got over 10 touchdowns this year. That's crazy. Averaging over 20 yards a catch. That's phenomenal. That is fucking phenomenal. Now us defensively, looking at it. By the way, Mario Williams, that scrub, he got cut. I was relying on him against the Patriots, and he did not show up is it too much to ask for? I guess it was just too much to ask for. But yeah, that bum got cut. But as far as us defensively, when I sit back and look at it, Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown can kill us. I know our rush defense is not looking good at all, considering how last week we gave up over 80 yards in the first half against the New England Patriots. We cannot do that against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We have to make the Pittsburgh Steelers one-dimensional. Big Ben is not the same Big Ben that we all know and love. He will commit the turnovers. I know he will. So if we was going to actually have to pick the poison, we got to stop Le'Veon Bell and then let everything else sort it out. Let Big Ben make the mistakes. And hopefully we get Byron Maxwell back to be able to check Antonio Brown, because he did an excellent job of checking him the first time. But I do not expect a blowout game like it was the first time. I expect like a really low scoring game. Hopefully we get Ryan Tannehill back, because honestly, like, I'm not trying to be biased, because I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was literally before, I know everybody is doing it, trying to find every reason not to have Matt Moore in there, but he has had some critical turnovers and some pivotal points in the game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, when it comes to Tannehill doesn't do too much to hurt you. It doesn't do too much to hurt you, but when he helps you, he skyrockets. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's low risk, low reward with Ryan Tannehill. Matt Moore, he's kind of like you don't know what you're gonna get with him. So, like, based off this past week, I ain't gonna say he played bad. I'm just gonna say that he could have played better. I'm just gonna say it like that, but I think he could play better. But other than that, it feels good to be able to keep on talking in January. But other than that, that's all I got. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. Wild card weekend. I'm up out of here.